Hi, my name is Dashama, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I make a lot of videos about yoga and meditation that people request. Anyway, so today's video, I was thinking about something that a lot of people contact me about, and it's the concept of self-love and self-acceptance. So this is so important because if you don't have self-love and self-acceptance, it's really like the foundation to having a good life. So the most important thing you can do is love yourself first, right? Because from there, you can do everything else so much better. You can love others better. You can excel in your career. You have that self-confidence in whatever you're doing. So it doesn't matter if you're a yoga teacher or a stockbroker, or if you're a real estate agent, or if you're the president of the United States. Whatever it is that you do, self-love is a really important component. So you have to love yourself. Now, at the same time, you don't want to be narcissistic, where that's like the only thing you love is yourself, right? So that's the other end of the extreme, right? A lot of people, they're so in love with themselves. Sometimes people that are narcissistic, though, meaning like they're just so in love with themselves, it means that they actually don't love themselves. Because when someone's obsessively in love with themselves and they can't really love others, that's actually a function of the ego. So you have to find a careful balance, but at the same time, it's something really important to cultivate this understanding and to master, to be able to love yourself. It's part of personal development, personal self-mastery. And a lot of it comes from your own connection to your higher self. So this is something I talk about a lot in my teacher trainings and yoga retreats, and just even in my videos and stuff, is like cultivating a relationship with your higher self, which is your soul, and then being able to feel that connection all the time. Because if you can feel the connection to your higher self or your soul or your spirit all the time, as much as possible, then you eliminate any problems with self-acceptance and self-love, because your higher self is infinitely beautiful and perfect in every single way, because your higher self is one with God, right? So the creation of God energy is so powerful and so magnificent and so beautiful. So if you connect with that vibration, if you can really feel that connection, and the best way to do that, I'll give you 5 key secrets on how to feel self-love and connection to your higher self. So number 1, I feel like one of the most important is your mind, right? So the thoughts that you're thinking, and a lot of that comes down to your experience in life, right? So if you've been around people that are primarily negative, then your default mode is going to be to think of the negative in life, and limitational thinking and belief systems that are not serving you in your highest and best to achieve your purpose in life, right? But if you have an awareness of your purpose in life, and you have a connection to God, to our creator, to whatever it is that you call that energy that created our lives and that created everything, and it has absolute perfection and all of the power in the universe, and beyond that, every single molecule in all galaxies at all time space continuums always are connected to this one thing that we refer to as God. And if you can feel even a tiny connection to that infinite power that you have within you, then you'll automatically start to feel more self-love and self-acceptance, because you start to see, wow, I have that in me. I am part of that. And that is everything. And I have everything in me. So I have all the answers inside of me. I have infinite power inside of me. I have infinite courage, infinite love, infinite abundance. And truly feel that. Like, feel it in your heart. Feel it in your soul. Feel it at the core of your being. And then you can start to feel this self-love, this self-acceptance. Because you'll see that the self, the higher self, is infinite, and it's magnificent, and it's got nothing but perfection. So when you go into your lower mind self, then you have all these judgments. So number 2 is non-judgment, right? Not judging yourself and comparing yourself to others and feeling bad about whatever it is in your life that's not perfect according to the beliefs that you currently hold and the construct of your your environment that you're currently living within, and just letting go of the judgments completely of yourself and seeing yourself as whole, of perfect, of beauty, of oneness with others, and that connection that we all share. And so that's number 2. Number 3, I would definitely say is, this meditation, right? So the way you can achieve the first 2 is to really get connected to yourself, and you can do that with meditation and also with yoga. There's different ways to achieve this experience of connection to yourself. But meditation is a great one because anybody can do it. Anybody can sit there quietly and connect to your breath and do nothing, basically, but to get clear and allow time and space inside of you to grow and expand that time and space inside of you. That is so powerful. And so it's definitely one of the top key secrets to achieving and experiencing self-love and self-acceptance. And then number 4, which, ultimately there's more than these 5 that I'm going to share, but what I think that it's really important is that you do things that are nourishing to yourself. So like, for instance, I would definitely recommend you start a yoga practice, or at least something like dancing, swimming, doing things that make you feel good, that make you feel alive, that nourish your soul and make you feel so good, because that's really important to do things like that every single day. I always say you should be sweating every single day. You should definitely drink a lot of water and go outside in nature. And if you live by the ocean, get in the ocean and do things that make you feel good and that nourish your body and your mind and your soul. Specifically, this one I'm talking about is movement oriented, meaning like exercise. Do stuff that moves your body, moves your energy, because emotions are energy in motion. So you need to shift and clear out old stagnant emotion to create space to have a more free feeling inside of yourself, more liberation, right? So the point of yoga is meditation, and meditation is liberation, really, to feel freedom inside of yourself and to feel this like openness and connectedness to everything and not constrained by anything, which is the opposite of liberation, right? Like constrain. And so number 5, I would say is connecting to others. Like self-love is also sharing love. So when you give, when you share, when you connect, like even if it's with a hug, a friend, somebody that you love, a stranger, give a smile, do little things that give. Because yourself wants to give. You are generous. Inside of yourself, you are infinitely abundant. So you have so much to give. And so your greatest opportunity of self-love and self-acceptance is to recognize that you have an abundance inside of you to share and to give, and to do so freely, and to do so passionately, and to do so from your heart and from your soul and from that authentic place just of a desire to express and to give and to share and to create. And that energy, right, it really can wake something up inside of you that starts to allow for you to feel this self-love and self-acceptance. So if you look at yourself in the mirror, a good practice to do, we call it mirror work, is you look in the mirror and you just look at yourself and you just say, I love everything about myself. And I do this a lot, and maybe I'll make a whole video. Leave a comment and let me know if you want me to make my self-love mirror meditation video. And if you want me to, I will, because it's so powerful and so important, and I think that it can really help people. It can help you a lot if you have any struggles with self-confidence, self-love, self-acceptance. If you look at yourself and you see anything other than absolute kindness, compassion for yourself, love, beauty, magnificence, perfection, you need to see these things. You need to believe these things. You need to know these things is real, and not, oh, I love myself, and then you really don't. I love myself, but I'm going to treat myself like crap. I love myself, but I'm going to drink a lot of alcohol and kind of like sleep around and do bad things that make me feel bad. If that's what you're doing, you need to be authentic with yourself. You need to be real with yourself. You need to check yourself, right? And that's the key to living the best life possible, is to be real with yourself, honest with yourself. And starting from there, everything can get better. Get clear. what is it that you want in your heart? You want to feel good, you want to feel happy, and you want to feel self-love, you want to feel self-acceptance. You got to start by being very honest on what it is that's spiraling you away from that. Because your natural state is self-love and self-acceptance. Your natural way of being is to be that way. So if you aren't feeling that way, it means there's a block. There's something disconnect between you, yourself, your higher self, right? God, your spirit. And so if you're not connecting to your own spirit, you need to get clear. The best way, other than these 5 that I gave you, I find that it's really powerful if you, that's why I lead retreats. If you can get away from your environment, get away from everything in your life for just a little while. If it's like a week maybe, if you can do a whole month, come to a whole month. But if it's a week, just get away from everything and you can see your life from a whole new perspective. Like from a wide lens perspective. And you can see, wow, I see that, what I'm doing here and there, and I see how I'm creating these situations, and I see where I need forgiveness, and I see where I've been out of harmony because of my ego, and I see where I'm creating a block here, and I see where I'm being lazy over here, and you start to see the truth of who you are and how your life is really unfolding, and then you get really super authentic and sincere in your pursuit to remedy all of the broken areas of your life, and then you start to see, wow, as I remedy all the broken areas of my life, I start to see everything's coming together in such a beautiful way. And I'll leave you with this. One of the easiest practices that I learned from Muji, and I always knew this one anyway, but basically if you just take your hands and you put them together like this is a prayer mudra, and there's something so powerful about this mudra, right? So just do this with me right now. Just put your hands together in a prayer. And put your prayer by your heart. You can put your prayer here, and just take a moment in silent gratitude and just say thank you to God for your beautiful life. And with that, you will start to feel this compassion welling up out of your heart, and this self-love will start to blossom like a lotus coming out of the mud, just with this very simple practice of palms together in prayer and with the eyes closed in a silent meditation on gratitude, and just thank God for your life. Thank God for every breath of your life, and start with that. Everything will blossom, and you'll start to feel that self-love, that self-acceptance so much more deeply. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment, click like, share with your friends, anybody that you know that would maybe like to hear this message. And also, if you want, join me at one of my yoga teacher trainings or retreats. You can see the links all below. You can do my home video programs. I have DVDs. I have 30-day yoga challenge. You can see all the links below. Take the 30-day yoga challenge. It's life-changing. And really do yoga every day, meditation every day for a month, and see how your life can change in 1 month. And then let me know, because I love to hear those stories of success, and it just makes my heart so happy. Okay, I love you guys. Have an amazing, beautiful day. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.